A heart full of grief this morning that I notify the Senate and of course the entire nation that peace of Plateau rural communities is in great jeopardy. This, Mr. President, is due to the resurgence of deadly terror attacks and night ambush of citizens by bandits. Many lives have been lost within the last 2 weeks while we were on recess, Mr. President, in communities across Ladi, just south, Riyom and Mangu local governments, namely Rawuru, Haipang, Jol, Wereng, Tashek, Rim, and Murish. A worrisome dimension of the attack, Mr. President, is that prior notice is even given by the bandits of locations to be raided. Such advance notice and knowledge of the attacks are widely circulated with the hope that appropriate proactive security measures will be taken by law enforcement agencies, yet the bandits undertake and execute their deadly attacks on target locations without fail. Mr. President, herein lies the agony and helplessness of the affected communities on the Plateau. Mr. President, you are aware that the responsibility of securing all citizens is the #1 responsibility that the Constitution has placed on government. The inability of government to live up to this responsibility is what has emboldened the bandits and compounded the plight of the people. We shall not relent to pray for peace, Mr. President, but government has responsibility to enforce law and order. Until there is sufficient deterrence against criminality and lawlessness, terror attacks and impunity will continue unabated. Until criminality and terrorism attract swift and severe consequences, law-abiding citizens will continue to be at the receiving end of wanton attacks. As we talk and work to win the peace, government has to enforce law and order and protect lives and property of law-abiding citizens. Mr. President, I would be using this opportunity to ask for the reinforcement of security and their presence in the affected communities in Plateau State. And I would also request the Senate to observe a minute's silence in memory and honor of the lives of the victims of these attacks.
The security agencies and other authorities should ensure that we maintain security in areas that appear to be flashpoints again. Of course, I agree with you. Recently, the security situation in some parts of the country have started to deteriorate. But I think our security agencies, the military, have done a very good job of improving the security situation across the country. And we commend them for doing so much with what I can say insufficient resources. So for that, we will always be with them as a National Assembly, as a Senate particularly. We have been very, very supportive and will continue to be so. And at all times, our focus must be on providing security and improving the welfare of citizens of Nigeria. So I also commend you for bringing the information of what's happening in your senatorial district to the notice of the Senate and indeed the country. May the souls of our departed compatriots rest in perfect peace. Amen.